Nov Clibber, hi friends, Darth Momo here, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at a Phantom Menace scene that I often see misunderstood amongst the internet. Towards the end of the movie, Yoda knights Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then the two have a discussion about Anakin, which inevitably leads to Obi-Wan taking on Anakin as a Padawan. But what a lot of people misunderstand is the meaning of some of Yoda's words. As the scene begins, Yoda says this:
"Confer on you the level of Jedi Knight. The Council does. But agree with your taking this boy as your Padawan learner? I do not."
But a few moments later, Yoda says this:
"Agree with you the Council does. Your apprentice, Skywalker, will be."
This leads some people to think that within a mere moments, Yoda overturns the decision of the entire Jedi Council by himself and allows Obi-Wan to train Anakin when initially the decision was blocked. While I understand why some people might draw this conclusion, unfortunately, it's not the correct one. Let's take it line by line. Yoda tells Obi-Wan the Council confers him the level of Jedi Knight. Pretty simple. Kenobi is knighted. But then Yoda says, "Agree with your taking this boy as your Padawan learner. I do not." The wording here is key. Yoda never says here the Council rejects the decision. Yoda says he does not agree with it. As we see earlier in the film, Yoda, along with some of the other council members, is not really on board with Anakin being trained, and he clearly still feels this way. And in telling Obi-Wan he doesn't agree, he's trying to sway Obi-Wan against doing so. But Obi-Wan isn't going to give up. He tells Yoda Qui-Gon believed in him, to which Yoda responds, "The chosen one the boy may be, but nevertheless, grave danger I fear in his training." Again, this isn't Yoda telling Obi-Wan an official rejection. It's Yoda trying to reason with him. But then Obi-Wan puts his foot down and says, "Master Yoda, I gave Qui-Gon my word. I will train Anakin without the approval of the Council if I must." Yoda recognizes what this means. While the Jedi respected Qui-Gon, they were often frustrated by how much of a maverick he was. Obi-Wan isn't that way. Not yet, at least. But Yoda recognizes that Kenobi is determined to train Anakin and will do it at any cost. Yoda knows the more he pushes, the more it will just turn Obi-Wan into the rogue that Qui-Gon was, and that's most certainly something he doesn't want, leading him to say, "Qui-Gon's defiance I sense in you, need that you do not." This then leads Yoda to reveal to Kenobi that the decision was already made and the Council agrees with him, and that Kenobi may take on Skywalker as an apprentice. A few things to break down here. First off, yes, Kenobi did just say to Yoda that he'd train Anakin without the Council's approval if he needed to, but he says that only because Yoda hadn't revealed the decision yet. But now to the point. Is Yoda basically overriding the Council's decision by himself, like so many people think? No. No, he's not. What happened is the Council already voted and agreed to let Kenobi train Anakin. Yoda just didn't agree with the decision and basically decided to try and take one last swing at persuading Kenobi against doing so, which is why in the beginning of the scene, Yoda says he doesn't agree, not the Council as a whole. But now this may lead some people to wonder if the Council could even go against Yoda to begin with. Well, the answer is yes. It's a Council of 12, and if Yoda was the only one against it, then that's 11 in favor, but presumably only 7 were needed. We've seen them vote on other occasions, like in Revenge of the Sith regarding the Utapau campaign, so I would imagine it's majority rules. And we even see in the Clone Wars during Ahsoka's trial that she was still expelled even though the Council voted on the matter and were not all in total agreement. So, there you have it. Yoda never overrides the Council single-handedly like people often think. And this isn't just sloppy writing from George. If anything, I think this is an example of some of the better writing on behalf of the Phantom Menace, and we gotta give credit where credit is due. For anyone who disagrees with me, a lot of this can be backed up by the official 1999 novelization of the film. And yes, I know the novelization isn't canon anymore, and yes, I agree, a film shouldn't be dependent on non-film material to understand it in most cases. But the novel doesn't explain the film here. The film explains itself as I just broke down. I merely bring up the novel as additional proof for the unconvinced. But anyway, thank you for joining in, and until next time, may the Force be with you. Always. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, comment down below and hit that like button. Oh, and check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you'll find them in the light.